Hi, it's John and Stam Reviews, and I hope you're all doing well. On today's video, we're going to be talking about the new action film from Jason Statham and directed by David Ayer, and that film is The Beekeeper.
We have to kill him before he kills his way to the top.
Honey?
It's flammable as fuck. Who knew?
Now, as always guys, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, it means a lot. Let me know in the comments what you think of The Beekeeper, what's your favourite Jason Statham movie, and what's your favourite David Ayer movie. As always, if you're feeling extra generous, please hit the subscribe button. So without further ado, let's see what all the buzz is about, I know, and talk about The Beekeeper. Now obviously when it comes to Jason Statham, you know exactly what you're going to get when he appears in a film. I am a big fan of him in terms of what he brings to an action movie. It's just a shame that the scripts around him and the rest of the sort of cast and crew tend to be just either pretty lackluster or just fine, leading to a lot of films that you watch once and never think about again, which, as you can see, there's quite a few we can just put in that category over there. That being said, he does have some highlights and films that I've watched quite a few times over and over that I thoroughly enjoy. Mainly being Crank 1 and 2, Death Race I have good fun with, and when he appeared in Fast and Furious 7, he was honestly one of the reasons why that entry in the series, Fast and Furious 7, is my personal favourite of the bunch. He's such a great villainous presence, and I'm a little bit annoyed they turned him into a sort of wisecracking anti-hero good guy as the series went on.
Who is this lunatic?
Thankfully with The Beekeeper though, it embraces both the goofy side of Statham as well as the deadly serious part. He essentially plays a combination of Jason Voorhees, the Terminator, and John Wick, and boy is it a lot of fun.
I'm a beekeeper. I protect the hive. Sometimes I use fire to smoke out hornets.
The latest action vehicle from the bald-headed British icon himself, Jason Statham. The Beekeeper sees one man's brutal campaign for vengeance take on national stakes after he is revealed to be a former operative of a powerful and clandestine organisation known as Beekeepers. This right here is what a non-awards gunning January flick should be, not horror tripe such as Night Swim and the, at the time of writing, upcoming Baghead, which just looks awful. This right here is peak B-movie action cinema, and something I was so very much needing at 11:30 AM on this particular Saturday morning when I went and saw the movie. The Stath's one-man show action filmography is admittedly a mixed bag of mediocrity to utter blast, as I mentioned at the start of the video, and thankfully The Beekeeper hovers into the latter category. What I will say is this abundantly rips off John Wick. There are 2 or 3 scenes that are entirely pinched from Keanu's Killer Quadrilogy, which obviously is a great influence to borrow from, but it is glaringly obvious here. However, the tonal goofiness on display is staggeringly brilliant, and it has to be commended just how hard they commit to the premise of beekeeping, and the overarching objective of Statham's Adam Clay just saying fuck it and shooting, impaling, burning, blowing up and snapping his way through scummy tech companies and greedy rich bastards that steal from the most vulnerable. It is incredibly satisfying to watch. I still have yet to see what are considered some of, if not David Ayer's best directorial efforts, such as End of Watch and Fury. I absolutely love Training Day, which he didn't direct but he did write. But his name has been somewhat tarnished due to critical duds such as Suicide Squad, Bright and The Tax Collector, the latter of which I have not and probably will not ever see. He clearly is relishing the more savage material here and gets to unleash the Stath in a myriad of different and gloriously violent ways. Shotgun impalement, eye-popping, knuckle-duster beatdowns, honey jars smashing into faces, and an applause-worthy scene involving a pickup truck and a bridge. Dodgy American accent aside, the Stath's no-nonsense demeanour and clear relishing of dispatching any fool scummy enough to get in his way is one of his best at what he does roles. Both Jeremy Irons and Josh Hutcherson are deviously scummy, greedy and intentionally hammy in their antagonist roles, And lastly, both Emmy Revere-Lampman and Bobby Nadiri's bantering, bumbling yet dedicated FBI duo are surprisingly good fun and don't hinder the beekeeping brutality. The Beekeeper was pretty much exactly what I wanted and expected. A 105 minutes of schlocky, silly, over-the-top violent rampaging and suitably bonkers riff on a familiar formula. Statham does what he does best, and Ayer is clearly relishing returning to an R rating with an actual budget. Yes, you will have seen several traits and tropes before, but they are executed well here. Also, the line "to be or not to be" is spoken, so the film is basically perfect. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said before, let me know in the comments if you've seen The Beekeeper or if you're planning to see it. Let me know what your favourite Jason Statham flick is as well. As always, if you're feeling extra generous, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you again soon on the next one. Cheers.